Thank you so much for switching on for today's episode. Today's episode is basically about the post-match reaction of Liverpool's final Champions League game against Salzburg in the Red Bull Arena in Austria. I mean, this is Liverpool going away to Salzburg's house. Salzburg has not lost the last 73 games they have played in their home. But this time around, it's defending champions that was going to go to the Red Bull Arena, and they came back with a result. The lineups. Liverpool retained their 4-3-3 preferred formation, with Lovren starting despite being taken off against Bournemouth during the weekend. And of course, Keita retained his place in the team after the man of the match performance he had against Bournemouth with a goal and an assist. And of course, our front three started. Gini Wijnaldum was called back after missing the team sheet entirely on Saturday. He was called back in action to start this crucial game against Salzburg. At the end of the day, we won 2-0 after a very good masterclass by the team in general. Salzburg, of course, played with their usual players. They were not missing their key players. Of course, the same players that have been playing for them, the ones that played in Anfield, except the fact that Angeland, their striker, who has scored 28 goals this season, started even after his pre-match interview saying he's going to score a hat-trick against us. Baba fired Blanco. He didn't even get, I think, yeah, he had a shot on target and also hit the side net. But after all, our defense, held down to him tight, and he couldn't even have a very good game in his own house. In the first half, there were a lot of saves from both keepers on the both end. Alisson kept Liverpool in the tie, and after we went in at 0-0 at halftime, Liverpool came back stronger in the second half. The first goal came in the 57th minute after an amazing pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold to Robertson, who then passes the ball to former Salzburg player Mane, who then crosses the ball to former Salzburg player in person of Keita to score his second goal in successive games against his former team. Of course, he did not celebrate, but you know what happened? A couple of seconds later, Salah lashed onto a pass, an amazing pass. The second time Henderson is doing that in successive games as well. The first was against Bournemouth, now this time is against Salzburg. He passed the ball across the pitch, then Salah rounded up the keeper to score from acute angle. I mean, Salah is that player that you just hate to love at the end of the day. The goal was impossible from all angles, and Salah got the winning goal at the end of the day. 2-0, and the game was over. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you must have seen how I complained a whole lot about Salah, then changed my mouth a couple of seconds later after he scored that wonderful goal. I mean, Salah could have had 4 to 5 goals in this game alone. Salah, what is wrong with you? You need to put your head down. I mean, everybody needs to put their part in the team. I think you need a rest after all, but some of you will argue with me that a player like Salah is just recovering from injury and he should be given chance to recuperate his existing form. I mean, that was his 82nd goal for Liverpool, but I mean, Salah missing 4 chances. The first one, it was a very easy tap-in. He rounded up the keeper, scored the goal, but Salah fumbled at the end of the day. Salah, I love you, but at the same time I hate the fact that I love you and I want to push out of my team. I have a tweet on Twitter that says that if we can get an amazing money for you, we'll even sell you and invest the money on money. But I really don't mean that at the end of the day. I still love you, but at the same time I hate you. So Keita is like the favorite boy right now. I mean, after 2 consecutive games scoring, the first game was a man of the match performance against Bournemouth. Now against his former team, he was mesmerizing in the midfield. He did an amazing job. Even if I felt he was strolling a couple of times in the middle of the park, I think he did so well. To get 2 goals, it will do amazingly well to his confidence. And Keita, of course, I think Klopp will rest him for the game on Saturday against Watford, but I'm sure that we are yet to see the best of Keita. I mean, the Keita we saw at Salzburg, scoring outside shots, dribbling players, getting into the box, scoring goals, is the type of Keita we want in Liverpool. Injury-free Keita with so much confidence, Keita driving the team forward is what we want to see. I mean, you're wearing the number 8 jersey for heaven's sake, but guys, trust me, we are yet to see the best of Keita. I mean, this game was into 3 divisions: the good, the bad, and the ugly. We winning, of course, is obviously the good, which means that we'll top the group and we'll avoid some tough other teams that are yet to qualify or that have qualified in the competition. But of course, we're the defending champions. We should be able to treat anybody's fuck up at the end of the day. Now, the bad part is if we had drawn the game, Napoli won 4-0. That means that we would have been second on the table, which means that we had the potential of facing a stronger opposition. But who else is stronger than Liverpool at the moment? I mean, we have lost more Champions League finals than we have lost a league game in the last 2 years. That's crazy, So that means that if we had lost the game, oh my God, we would have been in Arsenal's position, or Man United's position, watching Thursday night football come February, come March of 2020. But this time around, we got the job done. 1-2-0, kept a clean sheet, successive game. I mean, think of it, Alisson did not have any clean sheet before this season, before the game in Bournemouth. Now he has 2 back-to-back clean sheets, and guess what? Is it coincidental that Lovren got off the pitch at the same time? The same games, he went off the pitch. Gomez came in at centre back, and Gomez and Van Dijk's pairing came together to keep 2 clean sheets. Think about it. I think Gomez is the future. Now for the player ratings, I think what the players did basically was a professional job. I mean, to soak in all of the pressure in the first half was amazing. Alisson, as I said earlier, kept us in the tie. Van Dijk was immense as usual. Van Dijk, does he ever have a bad game? I mean, I know some people are thinking, oh yeah, another Van Dijk agenda right now. But for real, have you ever thought of it? Just think for it yourself. Has he ever had a bad game? Really? You can't even think of it right now, I bet. Yeah? So, overall, everybody played well. I mean, Trent, now we are not even complaining about Trent's defensive fragilities anymore. He's doing so well, and of course, his passes, his delivery are always on point. I mean, I saw Salah trying to take a free kick, and he even took the free kick. Yeah, but I mean, Trent should have taken the free kick. So overall, I would give Alisson, for keeping us in the tie, I'll give him an 8, to be honest. I mean, Trent in the first half was not too solid. Yeah, I mean, they were running us in the first 25 minutes. They had about 5 shots on target in the first 25 minutes, and that was largely to the defense not being available. So Trent, you had a good game, you kept a clean sheet, I'll give you a 7. Then my central defenders, of course, Lovren, he didn't play much of the game. Gomez had to come in much later. I mean, first half he did well, I'll give you a 6 for the game. Van Dijk, I mean, it was a perilous performance as usual. I'll give you an 8 as well. Robertson running through the flank, the pass to Mane to create the first goal, amazing. I'll give you an 8. Now my midfield 3, Henderson getting an assist, back-to-back assist again. I'll give you an 8. Keita, of course, my jewel in the midfield. I'll give you an 8 for the goal scored again. And of course, Gini Wijnaldum, he turned to a prime Messi at the point in time, dribbling, going in and out of players. I mean, that was good, Gini Wijnaldum. I'll give you an 8 as well. Now, front 3, Firmino, you were not in the game. I mean, I think Firmino needs a rest. Origi needs a run of football in the team. He has deserved it. His 2 goals against Everton 2 weeks ago, and of course his goals against Arsenal in the Carling Cup, of course, as Carabao Cup rather, has done him much favor in the team. I mean, he needs to be in the team ahead of Firmino at this point in time. But of course, you cannot take away the fact that Firmino glues the midfield and the attack together. But I think this time around, he needs a couple of days off for him to rest. So for me, I'll give you a 6 for this performance. Salah, I mean, based on first half performance, I'll give you a 4. Yeah, second half you were on top of your game. You did a couple of flashes of brilliance and all of that, but you still got the goal, which of course won us the tie. I'll give you a 7 for real. Then Mane, usual runner, super performance, professional performance. I'll give you a 7. Very good game overall at the end of the day. My man of the match, of course, is still Van Dijk. Alright guys, we have come to the end of today's episode of my post-match reactions on Liverpool games. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed what I just did tonight. And of course, Liverpool is back in the knockout stages. Watch out for the draw much later. I mean, let's see who Liverpool is going to meet this time around. I hope it's not a Bayern. I mean, Bayern, you can face Bayern this period. Yes, I hope it's not a PSG. Even PSG, who can't we beat? I don't know. In my last video I said I was going to shave my beard if Liverpool had lost against Salzburg. Guess who's keeping his beard now? Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @09 Instagram, Anfield Bloodline. I'll see you guys after the game against Watford on Saturday. Who has a prediction? I think we'll win 3-0. Yes, we're keeping a clean sheet again. 3-0. That's the scoreline. Watch out.